So yes, it's another road trip. I'm doing a road trip because it's rainy, and I know that some people like the rain. Those people that don't get rain, mad, who lives in the desert, doesn't get rain. So I thought I'd do a road trip in the rain. For those of you who want to enjoy. So it's Monday, and we're off to Memorial to buy para foods, which are surge protectors. I think it's recommended that you change them every 3 to 5 years, and we had a massive lightning strike very close yesterday morning at 8 o'clock. I didn't see the lightning because I was asleep, but the crash that came with it woke me.
I saw it.
He saw it because he'd been up and was on his way back up the stairs.
Hell of a bang and a flash at the
It was
same time.
awful. So we lost electricity at that point, and luckily our CPAP machines are plugged into a battery. I can't remember the name of it. EcoFlow, that everybody then ended up being sponsoring or having on their YouTube channels, whereas I just bought the bloody thing. So we're plugged into that, so that it didn't interrupt. I mean, I was going to wake up anyway, but it didn't interrupt us. So when we came down, we looked at the electricity box, junction box. Couldn't see whether anything needed, whether it had tripped. Couldn't see if it had tripped.
Well, it didn't seem to have tripped.
No.
Not that I understand the box.
No. So, no coffee, no electricity, no dinner.
No telly.
No telly. No PlayStation. So, that was I had a really bad night anyway. I'd been up in the night. So, I wasn't in a good mood. So, decided that we would go out to the pizza vending machine in San Savan and get 2 pizzas, because you can either buy them hot or cold, and I just thought I want the hot food. So we went out to the vending machine, and that was in the process of being restocked, so you couldn't use it. So it's like, oh no. So we went into the square and went into Farsila, which is a modern snack bar, and had food there and coffee. And then came home. Oh, and that's it. In the meantime, I'd made a phone call to our electricity supplier, to the broken down number, dépannage, I think it is, and had spoken to somebody there. Really struggled with the French. Sometimes when you're talking to people, they lapse into a bit of English. They have a bit of English, but he didn't. So when I couldn't understand him, we were sort of at a bit of a thing. A word I can't remember. Impasse. We couldn't, But anyway, he said he'd get the technician to call me, and I think the technician called whilst we were eating, and I'd left my phone in the car. So when we came out of there, I called the technician, and I said that we weren't at home, but we'd be home in 5 minutes. He said, when you get home, call me, and he wanted to see if we'd got a current coming into the house, and we had. So we've got a linky, if that means anything to anybody. It doesn't really mean a lot to me, but we got a linky on our electricity thing, and that was showing that we had a current coming in. So he directed us to, I think I sent him a video of what I was looking at and of the box. And so then he directed us to, there's a button at the top on the left. Well, you know how short I am. I can hardly see anything on the bottom at the left, let alone the top. So I sent Mark up there, stood on the shelf by the chimney breast where we put logs and things up there, and he found the button, pressed the button, and hurrah, we had electricity.
No, but it's one switch and a mass of switches on a huge board. So I didn't see it when I was looking for it.
it a switch or a button?
It's a switch.
Oh, it is a switch.
It's
It
the
doesn't-
same. It's the same as all the other switches.
Right.
You know, one for every single circuit.
Yeah. So I said to Mark later on, could you, with a Sharpie, with a permanent marker, make some markings on that so we know, write on it, on, off, so that in a year or so, when we've both forgotten, we know where the on-off switch is. So that was that. That was good. And then discovered that the storm had blown our router internet connection. So we had no internet connection, and I then had to have another conversation in French with our internet supplier. Bit of a backwards and forwards, and then they email you, which is better because then I can use DeepL to translate what they're saying and to reply. I had to send picture, explain what was what, send photos, and they're going to exchange the box. So it's blown, and I said it had plugged into a surge protector. They didn't query it, didn't question it at all, and said that they'll do an exchange. So there's an exchange in progress, which means we have to pack up the old box, which we've done. It's almost ready to go. I think I might have to do a bit more. I might have to put a label with it, and we take it into Saint-Savin to the hotel there, Hotel de France, and where there is a relay place. I can't remember which one. There's two relays, aren't there? There's a relay place, and it will just be an exchange, so that the new one will be delivered there, and we'll take the old one there. When I get over, I have to wait for an email. So it was a very frustrating day. So the other thing I remembered was that I could connect us using hotspot. I said to Mark, I was not playing my game because I couldn't play the game I'd started, because without the connection to the internet I would have lost all the downloadable content stuff that I'd used, and I didn't want to do that, so I just moved on and played another game. And I said, if you fetch your laptop through and your phone, I'll connect you to a hotspot. Thinking it's not, it'd be complicated for me to do that, but it wasn't. It was really simple. So we're both connected to his. I don't know why it connected to his phone, but I'm connected to his phone as well. So we're both now connected to a hotspot on his phone. So we have internet connection. Although about 20 minutes ago we lost it because this sort of weather. I lose 4G in this weather, or we lose 4G. So that's what's going on. It was not a good day. I think not helped by the fact that I'd not really slept very well. I was up at 2, still up at 3, and then of course woken by the storm. There are storms forecast potential today for a lot of the day. But it's very cold. I came down this morning and normally open up to let the air in. Sat by my window for a bit and had to close it because it was too cold. You're thinking the sound's gone, aren't you? Because I've gone quiet. I'm still here. And he's still here. My driver. imagine that by tomorrow we'll see some greening in the grass. Because we had a lot of rain yesterday as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. He thinks I'm talking to you.
It's always difficult to tell.
Is it? Yeah. But I reckon by tomorrow we'll see some greening. Then you'll have to rush out with the lawnmower. I think this is set in for the day.
It does look like it.
When I looked at the weather forecast, whenever it was, might have been this morning when I got up. Yeah, it looked like this all day. It didn't show any sun. We'll see no sign of the clouds breaking up and letting some blue sky through.
Straight to Leclerc.
Yeah, go there first. And then come back to bricolage if we can't get what we want in Leclerc. Well, that road should be open now.
Which road?
Jouet.
That's right.
Yeah, that was going to open on my birthday, according to the signs, so it might be worth seeing if we can go back that way. God knows what they've been doing. It's been closed for months. So chickens are still locked in. Sort of toy with the idea of letting them out now. They're still laying eggs. I keep waiting for them to take a break, but they're not. But with there only being 2 of them, and chickens tend to only lay 5 out of 7 days, we're not building up eggs very quickly. I think I might start letting them out. Yeah, they've been in a long time. I mean, the baby foxes are now still with their parents apparently, but doing their own thing and finding their own food mostly. So yeah, I think I might let them out. It'll take them a while to come out though, because I've stood with the gate open before and they've not been shown any interest in coming out. It's weird.
lights.
I saw that. Calm down, calm down. You're going to go downstairs.
Oh, I still think so. Out of the rain. Cars at my arse all the time. Cars up the back end if there wasn't a bloody late lorry. 80 kph.
There we go. Okay, see you another time.